How despicable is cheating in the college entrance exam? This is the exam question, taking you back to the exam site to see how he successfully cheated. This student started cycling even before getting the exam questions. After sketching the outline, he began positioning the facial features, adding some light and shadow, then refining the shapes and finally unifying the darker areas. His hair was a bit messy, but he was clever enough to find a pattern in the foreground and background, then continued to push forward without lingering too much on the dark areas, keeping the drawing quite abstract. His hair was a bit messy, and he told me that he first needed to create some clumps before blending. Then he took out a large paper and eraser, starting to knead from the dark areas. You could tell this was a seasoned pro, but I was puzzled. If his drawing was so good, why cheat? Was he not satisfied with his own work? The highlights were also quite significant. The brightest part wasn't even that bright under the top of his head. At this point, he felt the contrast of black, white, and gray wasn't enough, so he went over it again, carefully controlling the overall relationship while looking for many small color blocks. Here he was constantly adjusting the black and white balance and spatial relationships in his drawing, with the edge lines varying in strength and clarity. When I asked him why he chose to cheat despite his impressive skills, his answer was exactly what I expected. The art studio wanted to achieve good results for publicity and specifically hired him, an experienced proxy, at a high price. He only needed to take the exam normally and leave predetermined marks. The studio had plenty of ways to handle the rest.